Hello, people. We're going to start a little bit earlier. We weren't going to wait for that countdown to finish because the market is already opened and we're going to go through. And I do see maybe a long opportunity on gold. So we're just going to wait and see what happens. I'm going to pop some music on. Whoever's in the chat, tell me. say hello, tell me what you're trading, what's going on, and we will take it from there. So let me first whack on gold here because I do see the opportunity rising to go long. I know obviously we have news coming up, so we've got the Jolt reports coming up very soon, and we will see what happens with that. So I'm looking to get long really if we can break over this level right here, and I'll talk about that in a second. So what are we looking at for today? First of all, we'll go through the gold chart, what happened yesterday, and we'll talk about the upcoming trade. So obviously we've had head and shoulders pattern, break above the head and shoulders pattern. So again, head and shoulders pattern, which we talked about the other day, break above the level, retest, and now we are trending upwards. Now, obviously we've had the Asian session that has come down. We've had a break under the Asian session, and we've also had price react and come back above. For me, that is just an indication that we've taken the Asian lows and we want to actually push up higher. Okay, so my trade idea is just waiting to see if we can get back over this high, and then I'll get in for a break retest continuation trade. So the idea would be something like that. That's for me to go long. At the moment, it's not doing that, so I'm not willing to go long just yet, and I'm not willing just to go short here, to be honest. The place where I would look to get long if it breaks down, then obviously we've got this level that we marked out before. So we've got this level right here. We've got that level right there. If we come down, and these are areas that I'll be looking to long. I don't know if that's going to happen, but at the moment it does look like it's coming down just a little bit. So let's have a look at silver. Now, I did take a loss on silver today. The silver trade was this one right here, where I was thinking that we took out the Asian low and we were going to continue to take out the Asian high. So that was the trade idea. Unfortunately, as you can see, we broke under the EMAs and we've just been trading downwards since then. Hello, Slash. How's it going? So what are we waiting to do? Obviously, we've got Jolts coming up very, very soon. So we're probably just going to wait and see what happens with that. On silver, we're coming into an area of demand right here. So we're coming into an area of demand. We're also coming into a 50 fib. So if we see any kind of bullish changes in structure, then maybe we can then also look for a long on silver as well. FTSE, obviously we've had a bullish market structure. We've broken under the EMAs. We're coming again into a 50 fib. And we're also touching this area of prior demand. I wouldn't look to short this at the moment. We'll just have to keep an eye at these small areas right here. Hi guys, how's everyone doing? EU, we haven't done too much today. Obviously, we've had an attempt to push down. We've had an attempt to push down to break lower. We've had a fail attempt, even though, if you have a look, even though we've had quite a little bit of momentum to try and push down, we've not succeeded. Okay, so that's an indication to me, even though that we haven't succeeded, then there's possibly price may try to push up. Again, we've got the Jolts coming in 20 minutes, so we'll see what the reaction is after that. Pound, higher time frame, has made bullish market structure. So we've broken up the highs here. We've now coming back down into a 50 fib. So I would be looking for any type of market structure that will give me the opportunity to get long on pound. So let's say here we've got one touch here, we've got another touch there, and now we're having a third touch. Type of head and shoulders pattern. You've probably got divergence on this level. If we put in a MACD, for instance, stick on a MACD here, and I'm going to change this MACD just around just a little bit. I'm going to get rid of the signal line. Pardon me, I'm still suffering from a little bit of a cold. I'm just going to put all of these black, as you can see. And you can see we're having divergence on price right now. So price is making a lower low, but the MACD indicator is making higher high. So for me, this is price that is actually slowing down. It's not, considering the amount of momentum, considering how much it tried to push down, it's failing to push down. So my bias is actually upside. So we're just waiting for the news to come out, and then we can see about getting into that. But that is quite a neat little trade. Sackett is only just come back from holiday. We're gonna have to see. I'm gonna have to send him that. I'll send him that you want him to come on. Am I not enough, man? Am I not enough? You need Sackett here. So yeah, that will be the trade idea on pound dollar, pound USD CHF. Obviously, we was right here. It had a failed attempt to break the highs. We've broken down. We've had a retest. So the trade idea could be something like, obviously, that coming to take the Asian lows. Now, obviously, again, for the fourth time, we got news coming out. So probably not the best idea to do anything until those jolt reports have been released. So better just sitting on our hands, and we can talk about some of the little trading strategies and things like that, and what we'd be looking at. We can look at some of the macro stuff, but at the moment, there's not really much to do. Let's pop on. Let's have a look at the S&P. Let's see how equities opened up. Equities opened up higher. So they are just pushing up. Super, super bullish. Pretty much at all-time highs right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so equities are at all-time highs. So risk on, which is quite interesting because gold is obviously pushing down. Let's wait to see what's going on. So let's go through and just talk about maybe some of the higher time frame levels and ideas and all of those different things. So obviously gold, there's nothing really much to talk about. We're just doing break, retest, same thing that we've been doing for the last, the last 2 years, just been solid going up. Silver, same thing. We've got a nice impulse. We haven't had too much of a retracement, but I do feel we are going to get that continuation. There's too many geopolitical issues going on in the world that says, okay, it's probably better to stick your money into gold and silver than just hold it in a bank. You never know what's going to happen. FTSE also all-time highs. Interesting to see what euro looks like on a daily. On a weekly, we are still stuck in this range. We've been stuck in this range for a long time. So if anybody remembers when Kelsey Wilski, he was with us. He was trading a lot. He was trading really well, but he got chopped up quite a lot in this range. It's a very, very difficult range to trade, higher time frame. At the moment, again, we are at the top of the range. So it's a tricky one. Lower time frame, you can see some good opportunities also on euro, but higher time frame swing trading is very difficult to get into trade ideas right in the middle of this range. So it's very difficult to go long to short. You're basically trading within the middle, and it's a very, very difficult place to trade from. Pound dollar still looks really good, higher time frame. Pound dollar, really good, higher time frame. You can see bullish market structure, doing the break, the retests, continuations. So again, I'm just looking for buys really on pound dollar. And obviously you've got these highs up here as well. So you could look really just to continue to trade this on a higher time frame as well. Even this, you know, you've got that break, you've had come back into the 50 level right here. All of these wicks at the bottom. This is long, in my opinion. We just gotta wait and see what happens in a minute, and then we can see what kind of trade that we're gonna go into. If this was a higher time frame idea, what I would be doing is something like this, because this is on all of the EMAs. And we can leave this on and just check what happened. This would be the kind of trade idea that I would look if I was looking for a swing long. And wait, so your view on BTC will go to 70k or 80k. The answers I reckon is more likely to go to 100k than it is to 70 or 80. So you've had this base of price action, you've come into a macro area of demand. We're coming to the top of this range. If we can break above this range and have a hard close, I do think that we're looking to get to the 100k before we end up going to something like 80k. We've already 80k, and you can see that here. So you can see we've already come down, touched that 80k, grabbed a load of orders, and now we're pushing up. How many more orders are down there? I'm not too sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if we would be slowly looking to kind of grind up to that 100k, and then from that 100k, you never know, then it could maybe go back down. But I think a lot of people are looking short, looking for Bitcoin to go short. So that can open people up to a lot of short squeezes and stuff like that. What other assets are we looking at? Let's have a look at ETH. ETH is still holding really strong. Still looks really, really good on higher time frames. Solana, again, looks fairly decent. Come back to a really, really nice area for macro buys. You've got, if I get rid of all of these EMAs, you've got this overall range. Probably, you know, these are like deviations of the range, but to come back down to the bottom, we could just be trading within this range. So anything within the 100, 120 areas are areas that are good, in my opinion, good buys. And then if it comes back up to the 220, then maybe it's a good area just to start looking at selling. That's if you're not looking to hold them for years and years and years. My crypto bags, somebody asked me the other day if I trade futures. I don't trade futures anymore with crypto. All I do is just buy and hold. My average buy on Solana is down here at 50. So at the moment, I'm just holding. I'm not doing anything at all. Have a look at some of these. ADA, oh, wow. Binance Coin, I think a really nice buy would be down here at 704. If we could get down to 704, that would be a really, really, really nice buy. We are currently within all of the EMAs, so I don't know if that will happen. We're also in that kind of golden zone area. Did we announce the feedback giveaway winner? Not yet. Not yet. And that's it for crypto. And there's nothing really too interesting really on crypto at the moment. The only ones that I'll be looking at are Solana, ETH, and BTC. Those are the only ones I'll be looking at the moment. Everything else, then we're just looking at equities. Everything is kind of mixed. Euro is quite weak today. We've got the pound quite weak today. And obviously some of the crosses as well. Do I trade the DAX? I don't trade the DAX actually. Let's have a look at the DAX. So let's find the CFD. Wow. So the DAX looks really good today. It does look really, really nice. It's making some really, really consistent market structure. Good area to buy. And it's at all-time highs. So you don't want to be shorting up here, definitely. And if it's long, it's long. I'm not too sure. I don't trade DAX too much, but I would definitely be looking for longs on the DAX. We can put a theoretical order right in here. So let's say price comes back down to this 50 to retest. I'd look to get out at the 25,166 level. My stop would be under that low, which would be 25 flat, so 25,000. Let's come back tomorrow and see what happens. So somebody asked me about the silver trade that I had this morning. Unfortunately, it actually did not hit. So you can see higher time frame as well. We were looking at this area right here. As soon as it broke under the EMAs, so this was the trade. As soon as it broke under the EMAs, it just continued. So just one of those trades. We've got 8 more minutes before jolts come out. So give me the predictions, guys. What do you think? What do you think we're going to happen? We're going to have a softer jobs market. We're going to have a push up on gold. We're going to have a push up on pound. I reckon we're going to have a weaker jobs market. I reckon dollar's going to go down, and I reckon we're gonna have a push up on pound, dollar, and gold. That's what I reckon is gonna happen. We can have a look and just wait and see what happens. In the meantime, we got a little bit of music, a little bit of techno. I do like the way that gold spiked down, made a low, and he's now sitting at this level. Again, the idea is if we can get a break and a close above that, so above here, we're looking to be getting long. So something like that. Yeah, 5 minutes before opening. Which game are we going to be opening up in the Discord for FundingRock? I reckon poker. I reckon we should open up poker. But not everybody knows how to play. So if you've got some recommendations of what we should be putting in there, then drop them below. Okay, we got 4 minutes between for the news to come out. BGM. What is BGM? Is that COD Modern Warfare? Ah. The Indian version of PUBG, sorry. Interesting. Do people actually play in the Discord servers though? They play games in the Discord? Of course they do. That's what Discord's about. Interesting. Maybe we'll pop one in there. All right, we got 3 more minutes. Let's see if we can get into a trade on stream. Yeah, but I need to reply to you. There's a couple of changes I would make on it. But yeah, I really like it. You know, maybe I'll send a picture and we can ask everybody what they think of it as well. It's been very, very busy here, to be honest. But since you have sent it over to me, let's have a look. I'm going to pop it here. And you guys can tell me what you think of this new layout. I got one minute. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of volatility just before. Okay, here we go. I've sent it to myself. Give me 2 secs, guys. What do you guys think of that layout? Put it here. That is a layout that Borit did as a present for FundingRock. I reckon, bro, if we had the FundingRock in the corner, in the left corner, it looked much better. It looks cool though. I like it. What do you guys think? Tell me what you guys think. I'll pop it up in a minute. Obviously, we got news coming out in a couple of seconds. Let's see what happens. I know, bro. I know you were waiting for a reply. Okay, waiting for it to come out. Ooh, better than expected. So employment change, better than expected. Oh no, actually, it's come out. Yeah, service PMI better than expected. Jolt's about to come out. Let's have a look at this reaction. Okay, so they've come out worse, actually. Worse than expected. 7.16. So let's see if this just is a little bit of volatility. Let's see if we can, let's see what happens. Gold is in this area right now. So while we wait to see what happens, this again. That's it. Looks cool, man. I like it. We just need the FundingRock. What I'll do, Boyd, I'll send you a couple of the assets, and you can just, brand assets, and you can do a couple of things. Personally, we like everything from the left to the right. So just like in the stream. So if everything goes on the left to the right, that could be really cool, man. Really appreciate that. Oof. Look at that reaction from Euro. And he likes it though. And he likes it as well. Nice. Yeah, right, man. Don't worry. I appreciate the time you put into that. It was really cool. The moment, I don't reckon we're going to get a trade on stream, to be honest. Nah, gold looks like it's going to continue down. There's a flag on USD 2PY. What time frame you looking at, man? I can see a higher time frame one, definitely. USD, JPY. Struggling to see that one. Yeah, struggling to see it. Oh, boring session. What a boring session. Should we go? Should we go for that one? Should we go for the pound? We'll go for the pound, Great British Pound, USD. Let's have a look at it. It's gross price action on the 1 minute. Let's have a look at the 5 minute. I think we can go with that one. We've had enough time. We've let news pass. Stop loss, the low. TP at the high. Let's try, and we can try this one. See if we get it. Should we? Okay, so the question: should we need to watch the dollar index while trading forex pairs to improve? Not really. You can just have a look at the euro dollar. The euro dollar is just the opposite of the dollar index. So if the euro dollar's at demand, then the dollar index is at supply. So I personally don't see the point of looking at the dollar index, because it's just euro dollar opposite. But it's up to you. But you can take the euro dollar like this. Hey, DXY. It's the exact same. Just opposite. So that's why I say it's pointless, you know, looking at the dollar index, because you can just look at EU. Just opposites. Ooh, looks like we're getting gonna get taken out on this one. So we come up top of this range, hit the EMA. Now we're actually pushing down. And then we'll get taken out for just over 1%. Let's have a look at the, see, dollar index is pushing up, euro dollar is pushing down. So you don't have to look at the dollar index. Gold pushing down. That would mean my trade is about to get hit. Getting taken out. Still stuck in this range. Gold pushing down. See, that's why we don't get. It's funny because I didn't get in at the top of the range on gold, but at the pound dollar I did, so it's a bit silly. But again, it's like if we had the break above, that would be a really nice signal to get long if we could break above all of those, but we couldn't. So it looks like it's a continuation lower. Where would be the next point of interest? Next point of interest, probably down at these lows right here. So maybe tomorrow we can come into the office. Maybe we see price down here. Maybe we see price just a little bit above. And then tomorrow we can see maybe price come down. And then maybe we can then get the longs from down here. We don't have to get them up here. Higher time frame anyway. Looks like it's just short right now. It's really breaking lower. Pound is probably about just to take me out. So that's it. So what's the plan tomorrow? Again, we're going to look at gold, see what's happening, see where it's at. The idea is just to look for longs, to be honest. Okay. And that's it, guys. We'll see you in the Discord. Again, we're looking for a moderator. We have had ridiculous amount of people apply to be a moderator. I'm trying to get to everybody, but it's very difficult. We have found a couple of people that are really a good fit for now, but I'll try to get to all of you as soon as possible. All right. See you guys later. Bye. That's it, traders. So if you're ready to take your evaluation, you can go in the link in the description. You can start today. But if you're here just for the content, then make sure you like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on the future.